Hey there, this is Dan Munch of the Clubhouse Group, and we have been invited to the 124th Street Grand Market. For a COVID edition where we really do have to take ultimate control of our social distancing. So we're gonna go and speak with Sam Frank now and see what she's got for us at the 124th Street Market. How's it been getting this one up and running?
We definitely have had to instill some new policies just to be sure that everyone is remaining safe during the pandemic, but still able to shop local and do it in a safe manner. So as of right now, we have it so that everyone entering is sanitizing or washing their hands. We also have made it so that vendors are 6 feet apart, so it just gives for extra distance for when people are lining up. And also are asking people not to approach vendors in the stalls, giving them their physical distance as well. Also, obviously, more sanitizing procedures to keep everybody safe and healthy. And we're also counting everyone into the market. So as you can see, we have caution tape set up. So we ask everyone go one direction. We count everyone in, and we're trying to keep it at around like 50 to 75 people at any one time to be sure we don't get any bottlenecks of people squished together. Just make sure everybody has like a safe, comfortable distance, which is of course the recommended 2 meters.
We got given $100 cash from Sam. We're going to buy some really cool things from these vendors that have come out on this cloudy, overcast day, but you know, it hasn't got us down. So let's go and check out the vendors in the Grand Market. Here we're at the Cove Tea. We're with none other than Sherry. So tell us what you're throwing down here, Sherry.
We're a local tea company, all handcrafted small batch teas. We are as organic as we can. We don't use any artificial flavors in any of our teas either. And we try and support as many sustainable farming practices throughout the world. My everyday is English breakfast because English, Irish, and Scottish heritage, you know, kicking it Aztec, which is an aged Chinese puree black tea with dark cacao nibs, cinnamon bark, and chili peppers. Absolutely delicious. Mexican hot chocolate without all the sugar.
Okay.
A super popular blend, well that's one too, for the summer is our Budding Romance, which is Geraza tea. And Geraza is the tea base that Ecuadorians drink every morning in their tea ritual from 3 to 5 a.m. So this one's with hibiscus and lemongrass and stevia leaves. So it's beautiful as an iced tea. It's popular with the kids. There is caffeine, but it's still healthy caffeine.
We really are with the 124th Street vendors and people that actually make 124th Street tick. So we're at Muley's, and you guys, what do you do in a nutshell?
We do a lot of different things. It's hard to define it cleanly, but really it's about showcasing local food. It's about telling the story of where our food comes from here in Edmonton. So helping showcase the farmers and the producers and the artisans that bring these amazing products to our homes, to our plate. So we like to sell a lot of local products, and then we also like to make things in-house, a lot of cured meats, sausages, charcuterie, pickles, condiments, spices, things like that. So anything local, anything quality, that's what we're all about.
What's the most creative one you offer to the public?
We do a lot of different dry cured salami, and we play around with flavors. So rather than thinking just of traditional recipes, we like to think of flavor combinations that really work well. Yeah, that's what we're trying to achieve with some of our own products, is just push people forward a little bit in terms of what they're willing to try and give them unique new food experiences that really expand their palate and expand their tastes.
We got some bucks, some market bucks, as you can see here. So I think we should spend some of market bucks with Muley's. Like,
we should,
other than a 124th Street vendor. Look at that, eh? So we're going to be munching down on these while we walk down the market.
All right, thank you.
All right, enjoy.
I've already eaten them. Edmonton-based candle maker that uses beeswax and coconut wax. So yeah, tell us more.
Yeah, so I source local beeswax, blend it myself with coconut wax, and then I add either fragrance oils or essential oils. And all of our candles actually give back to someone in Rwanda too. We have kind of a little give back thing.
You're giving back to, could you explain who you're giving back to?
Absolutely. So our name is Missy Oh Co, and Missy Oh actually means mission in the Rwandan language. I've been involved with a not-for-profit there since 2010. And so we give the money directly to friends of mine there that are from there doing great work there with their not-for-profit and just empowering local communities and people who need something a little extra to just help them kind of get going. Each of our candles gives between 1 and 6 months of health insurance there.
Okay, where else can we find you?
I'm at a variety of markets, but probably the best way to find us is at missio.com, MISIYO, or Instagram and Facebook at Missy Oh Co.
Here we are at McDuff's Soap Company. You can't get much more local than this. These are handmade soaps, and you're branching out to other things, Calista. Can you update us on what new things you have to offer at McDuff's?
So we also have an entire men's care line. We're doing aromatics, we do liquid soap. We're actually branching out into bulk items as well. So we're doing bulk liquid soaps, bulk bath soaps, and in the aromatics line we do diffuser oils, we do room sprays, wax melts, all sorts of stuff.
What's in this growler of a soap dispenser here?
So that is our bulk liquid soap.
Okay.
We've got 2 different scents right now, and it's our rosewater lemonade, our lavender and spruce, and we will be coming out with more as well. We're going to have them varied at our markets as well.
So what have you got here? You've got a number of different shaving foams.
So we create our shave soaps with Alberta farm raised beef tallow. We have shea butter, so it's going to be really moisturizing. And then we also put things like green tea powder, white willow bark powder, and that's going to help be a little bit of an astringent after your shave as well.
This is the second thing we're going to be buying. We had a Muley's hot pepperoni, and now, you know, with this crazy beard, let's grab some beard oil. Beard oil. Beard oil, yes.
The COVID tool.
Yeah, excellent.
And where can we find you on social media?
So you can find us actually on our website at www.macduffsoapcompany.com, or on Instagram, McDuff Soap Company, and Facebook as well, McDuff Soap Company.
Here we are with Trouble Monk, straight out of Red Deer, keeping us less thirsty. So, hey, thanks for having us. Tell us a little bit about Trouble Monk.
So we are a microbrewery based in Red Deer. We specialize in beer, soda, and spirits. So as you can see, we have a hard iced tea, we have a gin and soda, and we have a whole selection of beer. Right now, for the sunny weather, probably our Belgian white. It's super light and refreshing, so it goes down easy when it's hot out.
And how do you come up with these new and wonderful flavors of beer and what not?
Supply and demand.
Okay.
So like what we kind of cater to what people are drinking nowadays. So that's where like the gin and soda comes in. A lot of people are drinking like soda drinks, seltzers, stuff like that. Hard iced tea is kind of for the younger crowd, trying to satisfy everybody.
And this gin, how do you make your gin at Trouble Monk?
So we distill it with a butterfly pea blossom. It's the type of flower that we use. That's what gives it the blue color. It also gives it more like a floral taste. And the cool thing is if you add anything acidic to it, it turns to like a light purple color. So like if you got tonic, orange juice. We live on 45th Street in Red Deer.
Okay.
We have a little tasting room down there. You can tour the brewery, have a couple pints.
So just one more question. I mean, you got pretty big. When did you start this business?
We started out in 2015. So we've been going for 5 years. This year's our 5-year anniversary. It was actually 2 weeks ago. It was our 5-year. Yeah.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Troubled Monk, and troubledmonk.com. We do home deliveries now, so you can order there. We'll bring it right to your house same day.
Natural Kitchen Delights. We're with a Liverpool fan, so this is going to be a short and sweet interview. And yeah, we're with so your chocolate. It's raw. Tell us a little bit more about that, sir.
Well, what we like to do is we like to keep our ingredients to its natural, original state as possible. So we don't really put in direct heat to our ingredients, so it gets a really natural reaction without any preservatives or waxes as well too. You're going to have more of a rich, creamy experience rather than like a snap crunch that you would get. So it helps that you would get from other chocolates. So it helps a lot with that as well too. So it helps with a lot with having a different experience as well.
And a fun fact is you have to really put it in a fridge because of the lack of preservatives.
Yes.
And what's your biggest seller?
Easily the original nude is our biggest seller. It's an absolute fantastic introduction, I believe. So we're really proud of actually how it's able to introduce people to the different flavors that we have. We do like to say that we're more in the chocolate business rather than the flavor business. So that's a really good example for that one for us as well too. Yeah.
So yeah, how much does it set us back for these wonderful chocolate bars?
Here at the market, we do them for $5 a bar, $20 for 5 if you want to mix and match and try some different options.
Okay.
So we have 8 different flavors, so it's a really good way to be able to try and we have something for everybody.
Cool. So I think we should get 5 of your wonderful chocolate bars for
Fantastic idea.
$20.
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Guys, awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming to hang out with us at the market, guys.
And where do we find you on social media?
You can find us on Instagram. We are at naturalkitchendelights.ca. Or Natural Kitchen Delights with an S. Yeah.
And here we are, another distillery. This is the Fort Distillery based in Fort Saskatchewan, and we're with none other than Shay. So tell us a little bit more about your distillery.
We're based in Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta. So we do a vodka, a gin, and then an espresso vodka. And then we also have our really popular coffee liqueur, which is really great over like ice cream and mixed with coffee. And then these guys right here, these are our pre-mixed cocktails. So these are great. You just pour them over ice and they're good to go. They're super tasty. Yeah.
What's your most popular item out of these 5?
Yeah, these ones go like crazy. Currently, our shaft is probably our most popular. It's like coffee sweetened with honey, and it's got that vodka in it too. So it's like a really dangerously good iced coffee. It's super good. Mix it with a little bit of milk and it's good.
And I'm looking at this 2-bean brew. It's 20% coffee cocoa. So what goes into making this 2-bean brew?
Right, so this one's mixed with, it's distilled with our coffee beans, which we get from a local roaster in Fort Saskatchewan. And then we also have locally roasted cocoa beans that go into it too. So it's like coffee, chocolate, it's really, it's like a Kahlua, but not as sweet. It's super good.
So a real locally sourced, local distillery based in Fort Saskatchewan.
Yeah. So we try and get most of our ingredients as local as possible. Yeah, we're really passionate about keeping it in Fort Saskatchewan and then branching out into these markets and stuff, so yeah.
There's a 5-pack for $20. I'm thinking we should get a 5-pack for $20. I mean, what do you think, Dan? Let's do it.
I think we should too. Great idea.
Bag. Here we go.
Thank you.
There you go.
One more thing, Shay, where do we find your social media?
So we're on Instagram at the Fort Distillery and on Facebook at the Fort Distillery as well. And then you can also find us on our website, thefortdistillery.com.
So we're with Frank at Little Bear Gelato. They're an Edmonton-based gelato company. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Frank.
Well, I'm from France. I used to make ice cream there, gelato, sorbet, and I do exactly the same recipe here. We are based in Edmonton. We have a small kitchen just off White Ave, and we sell on 124 Grand Farmers Market, at Bountiful Farmers Market. And what we really like to do is bring a lot of flavor in what we do. So the sorbet, we put as much fruit as we can inside, and the gelato are very flavorful as well. And we do a lot of ice cream sandwiches, so pick up and go.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously coming from France, one of the culinary capitals of the world, do you bring any of your influence from France over to Edmonton to get these special flavors out in your gelatos?
Oh, you know what? In France we do mostly sorbet, so it's fruit based. And when you do sorbet, you have a minimum and maximum amount of fruit to put inside, and we always put the maximum. So if you see the ingredients, the fruit is always the first ingredient in our sorbet. That's what makes it very, very special. We don't use any artificial color, no artificial flavor, just a lot of fruit.
Awesome. And, where would we find you on social media if we can't find you at a farmer's market to buy your product?
Well, you can find it on our website, littlebeargelato.com. We have an Instagram. I'm really bad with it, but we have one, Little Bear Gelato, and you have all the detail there, all the information. Yeah.
Oh, this one.
That's one of it.
We're at the Grizzler. This is a sustainable coffee roaster based in Edmonton. We're with none other than Drew. Tell us a bit about your business, buddy.
Yeah, well, we have a coffee roaster downtown, a little cafe. Currently running about 10 different coffees from around the world. We buy the best coffees we can, buy everything super traceable. We know what we're buying, who made it, and where it was from. This one here is from a female producers collective in Honduras. When we think about sustainability in coffee, it's not just about is it fair trade certified or whatever, but it's everything down to the packaging that we sell it in. So our packaging is completely garden compostable. This coffee is organically produced. Coffee roasting is about upgrading something that has a value and maintaining and adding value to it. And so that's something we'd love to do downtown here. And this market's been really awesome this year because, as you know, everything's kind of interrupted. And so our cafe business being slightly kind of on hold, Coming out to the market lets us find new ways to meet people and to keep everything that we're doing going, even though right now it's a little bit harder than normal.
Well, I see you got one in Ethiopia. How did you come about with that one?
Yeah, well, so buying coffee is a very funny thing. It's very much a relationship-based game. So we buy coffee from people who buy it from the producers. We're a small company, so we don't have the energy to be going to Ethiopia and to Honduras and El Salvador every year. We've been at this for just 18 months, so it's really who you know and how you forge relationships that are really authentically verifiable, I guess. All this coffee is roasted right in the center of the city. It's roasted on 109th Street, 105th Avenue in our cafe. We're located just north of the McEwen Health Center. But this is also something that we should really think about is food security, and doing this food upgrading work and working with food in the center of the city is a really important thing. And so we roast the coffee and we sell coffee and serve coffee downtown, and it's all intentional, right? We don't want to be on the edge of the city and then trying to find the great spots to retail it without actually doing the work in the neighborhood, you know? And so yeah, 6 days a week, and then Sundays we're closed for now because we're down here.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us at The Grizzlar, pretty much everything. So thegrizzlar.com, Facebook, Instagram, at The Grizzlar. We don't tweet.
So we come full circle. We're back with Kai in Mexico. They are an Edmonton uncovered extraordinaire that we've got the most amount of views with Kai in Mexico, because one is 1 in a million, and he does the best tacos in town. So how's it been there, Juan?
Good, man. Good.
Yeah.
Good to see you again, huh? How you been?
Oh man, really well, really well.
Well, thank you for coming here.
Yeah, so I think we're going to buy some tacos. We got some market cash, and I don't think there's anything better than a Kai in Mexico taco at 1 o'clock. We are at lunchtime, so what would you say is the best tacos for us to have at lunch?
Remember when you were in one of Forest location, you get the beef and the chicken, I think.
Yeah.
So try the pork one and try the steak. That's really good.
Man. Cool. Let's see what Juan can come up with our 2 taco specials. We're here with Edmonton brewer and owner of Sick Brewing Company, and we were actually going to buy some of these, but unfortunately we're going to miss out because they're fully sold out. So what do you offer at Sick Brewing?
Yeah, at Sick Brewing, Edmonton-based brewery on the west end of Edmonton, 112th Ave, 180th Street. We offer a wide selection and wide variety of all types of beers, from your lagers, pale ales, IPAs. In the winter times, we do darker colored beers, darker flavored beers, more robust. We have a wide selection of any kind of flavors you have. So we have very light flavors, grain flavors. We have fruit flavors. Just like you heard, we have the sour that is sold out completely, none left. You might be able to find some in the stores, but we don't have any left on the shop. Here at the table now, we have 5 different ones available, ranging from our lager, our lime and sea salt infused pale ale, a more pine flavored and passion fruit pale ale, as well as our IPA and our New England IPA.
So your pineapple kettle sour, how do you produce that kettle sour? I know they're really popular at the moment. Being summer, it really does quench the thirst. So how do you come up with that number?
We've done actually about 4 different sours so far, all ranging in different flavors, different characteristics. The pineapple sour so far has been the biggest hit for us. It is a kettle sour, so we do sour it in the actual boil kettle itself. It does take some time as we do recirculate it with the souring agent, but then after that it's into the cans and it goes quickly. So if you don't find it right when we can it, you might be missing out.
Where do we find you on social media?
Our social media is SYC Brewing. You can find us online at www.sickbrewing.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all on Sick Brewing for all those handles.
So this is the final $20 of the market bucks, and we've got a 4-pack of Sick. Why not? Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we're here now at Strathcona Spirits, something which is very close to my heart. I actually live in Ritchie, and this amazing distillery is based in Ritchie. They've done an exemplary job for COVID and actually been providing these hand sanitizers as opposed to actually producing liquor.
Well, like any industry, we just tried to adapt the best that we could. and we've done quite a good job. The community has been super supportive. The markets have done a wonderful job of adhering to all the Alberta Health Services standards, and people have just come out and really helped us out.
So you have four fabulous offerings on the table. So yeah, from 1 to 4, tell us a little bit more about it.
Sounds good. So right now we have the 4 spirits. We do vodka and 3 kinds of gin. All of our spirits start off as 100% red hard wheat, which we get from a local farmer. So for our vodka, we do distill to about 95%, so a lot of that flavor does become neutralized, but there's still a little bit left over after we carbon filter, and it gives us a vanilla, almost creme brulee banana-like flavor. Then our 3 gins actually all start off as the same gin. So first, it's Badlands Seaberry. Badlands, we go down to the Badlands, we get the juniper. Seaberry, sea buckthorn berry. For the barrel aged, we're using virgin American white oak barrels. For the Pinot gin, we've taken the Badlands Seaberry gin and aged in an ex-Pinot Noir barrel from BC.
How's the business grown in the years you've been supplying Edmonton?
Well, across Alberta, we're in 300 realtors, so that includes the boutique lounges, boutique bars, the markets, things of that sort. And we're in Japan.
Wow, how did that go?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
The Japanese know what they're doing when it comes to spirits, so we're very happy to be out there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And where do we find you if we want to go to the tasting room?
To a tasting room, Strathcona Spirits.
Yep.
We don't actually have a tasting room. It is the distillery, 749 square feet, tiny bottle shop. We just make you comfortable. You can sit on a barrel. You can hang out by the desk, anywhere you're comfortable. That will be open hopefully soon.
How fun was that, being invited by none other than Sam Frank to 124th Street Grand Market? That wraps up another edition of Edmonton Uncovered. And I think that could have been, or is, the best edition yet. And if you want to see more Edmonton Uncovered, you can follow us at the official Clubhouse Group on Instagram. You can email munch@clubhousegroup.ca or rourke@clubhousegroup.ca. If you also want to be featured, you can call me on 780-222-2513. I will see you all soon.